Chroma Hour. Easy clap. Easy clap. Easy, easy, easy clap. All right. Before we get into it, let's see.
No need to be mad.
I'll think of this one. Was it this one? Sounds like it.
To reach out, haven't seen you in seasons. I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
There you go.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong.
I put it in the general art section.
And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
Alright, literally everybody stop DMing me. Stop it. I'm not gonna look at your messages. You guys are now officially on the category of unimportant. You guys are unimportant. I gotta get this stream thing going. Oh shit, I haven't even launched Genshin. Whoops. Whoops. I've yet to even launch Genshin. Well, you know. Fuck, my thumb hurts. You know how when you get like that like water blister that you're supposed to like pop and then like let all the air out, or not let all the water air out, but the water, even though you're not supposed to do that because it's like gonna scar or whatever, but you also have like this very, very, very large bumpy watery thing you want to go away because it hurts and it's just filled with liquid and you're just trying to wait for it to go away. I got that going right now. Do not pop it. Let me tell you something. Have you guys ever had a manual labor job or anything else where you work with tools or anything and you got one of those blisters? Anybody? Anybody? I want only the people that fit that category to raise their hand. Yes, I have. Well, then you know that will pop in literally one day. I guarantee you, after stream today, when I go and work on some shit that I'm gonna work on, that thing's gonna pop immediately. And I have zero control over that. I like that pop on its own, don't pop it yourself. Listen. What does it matter if it pops on its own or I pop it? It'll do the same thing. If so, do it. I put a few messages up. But burn cream on it? Oh, put burn cream on it. And wrap it in gauze. It's not that big of a deal. It's literally not that big of a deal. You know, it's kind of like only like near the tip of my thumb anyway. It's only like a decently large section. I'll just gnaw off that part of my thumb and we'll be good. We'll be good on that front. Can't have a shot over it. What do you mean no? Just let me knock my thumb off. I'm not using it anyway. Who needs thumbs? Thumbs are overrated. They're like a spleen or like a kidney or like a heart or like a brain. They're overrated. They're overrated. Just scoop it out, put it in the trash. Ain't never needed one, ain't never gonna have one. It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. Oh, it's the next day. Mystic Enhance or got all those. I don't think there's any new event stuff to collect today. And we're just waiting for the last thing. Waiting for this thing to open up. Which is on the same day that this unlocks, yeah, so it's gonna be in 2 or 3 days or whatever. Yeah. We'll just nod off later. It'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, Juge, bro. Forget about it, Juge, dude. He's like, it'll be fine. This is kind of a lot of crit damage. Oh wait, no, wait, today's Friday, right? No, I don't think actually that's available right now. Let's see, where's my weapon? No, not weapon, talents. It is Friday. Let's go! Let's go! Hey, what up, Grimbo Slice? What up, Grimby? Grib, 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 grib. That's my Grim engine. Sploosh. Put hot water on it? Alright. Just for you guys, I'll put hot water on it later. Just for y'all. I'll dump all the hot water on it. I'll dump hot water on it, and then I'll rip off my thumb and throw it on the ground. Just for you guys.
Yep. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Huh? Yep. 次の仕事はへいはっへい
Like, thumbs even mattered anyway, you know what I'm saying? People are too focused on things that don't even matter. There's never been a single person alive that was like, yeah, I needed my thumbs. Forget about it. Thumbs are just a scam by Big Pharma. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Who needs thumbs? Exactly. So Grim gets it. Grim gets it. It's about time somebody got it. Y'all out here being extra. Y'all don't even know how thumbs work. Name me one thing thumbs did for anybody. They lie, cheat, steal. I say down with the thumbs. Down with corporate thumb America. He's like, there you go. Grim gets it. Look, you guys need to be more like Grim. A rational human being. I guys, all you other people are like, no, don't rip it off. No, don't chew on it. No, you can't do that. Shut up. Oh. I'll tell you guys how to live your life.
Hey! 次の仕事は
We talk about the fact that Ganyu's like the perfect character for this right now. Look at that damage. It's just like hyper convenient that it's all fire.
降参しなさい。無駄な努力をやめたら。この仕事は排除するべきですね。部外者禁止。
Look at that, just shreds them.
ついていきます。
Just shred them. Shredded. Shredded. She redded. I forgot you went out to dinner with your family, right? What's your face? Oh man, this headache and being tired is not working out. It's not. Shiru. Shiru. That's your name. Where'd that go? Oh, we had lunch? I thought you were going to dinner. And we had ice cream too. Did you have anything but chocolate, or did you just only have chocolate again? That's all you're known for, is being the chocolate person. Chocolate and vanilla? Oh, I respect that. I respect that. You know, I respect that because it's not just chocolate. I respect that. It's a soft serve. Yeah, so I was like, you had a twist then. We do in fact call that a twist here too. That is in fact what we also call that. I'd like to upgrade this thing. A whole lot of Whomper flowers. A whole fuck ton of Whomper flowers, actually. It's called twist? Yeah, because you're twisting the chocolate and the vanilla. Yahas. Yahahahahahas. What was it again? No, not that one. Not that talent. There you go. Come on, brain. I need you to work at least a little bit longer. We're never gonna get anywhere. Brain's just not gonna turn on. It's like flip it on. Turn it on. We need you on. Turn it on. The real question is, I've spent a lot of time actively avoiding the Whomper flowers, and now I need nothing but Whomper flowers. So, because I think all my talents are gonna be this shit. Yeah, and the reason why we want this thing is because I think we want this one. It's because our frost arrow gets more damage, I believe. We don't care about that one currently. And that one's pretty good, but we don't need, like, we don't absolutely need it. For Celestial Shower, which is my ult. Yeah, it's just the ice shards that come out of it, which is going to be good. But the charge attack for this is the most important thing. Yeah, I need 9 of those. I see, like, the low-high plunge. Those are going to be good. Also, I think you're supposed to do like a couple of basic attacks and then shoot off the round, I think is the easy way to do it. Where the hell was that at? Here? Bro, I forgot where it was at. It's in Leeway somewhere. Bruh. This one, right? There we go. One of the Leewayers. I'm actually surprised that the further down you get, like there's not like a gold tier one. It's just this purple one. I wonder where the gold one is then. But we should be seeing just a little bit more damage out of our basic attack now. Which is good for me. As of course if it lands, yeah, 17. It was like it went up another 1,000 damage on that. Can make some food? Go ahead and make some food. Make some food, dude. Make some food and be sure to give some to the rest of the class. Got stuck on something. Oh yeah, I forgot. That wasn't even the highlight of my day yesterday. I forgot. Just because nothing happened, I completely forgot about it. The actual highlight of yesterday was because of where the grill is currently placed. It's in a very precarious location. So when I tripped, or when I tripped, I didn't mention that I tripped. At some point I tripped next to the grill because there's like a little sprinkler like right next to where the grill sits, or where it's sitting now, because the old location where we had it was in the underneath the patio, but my mom doesn't like it there now because since we got our patio repainted, it obviously, you know, all the smoke that would go upward you know, will stain the wood slash like paint. So I had to move it out from the patio out in the open. And yeah, I may or may not have tripped right next to the grill and almost knocked the grill onto myself with all the hot coals on it, which I think would have been a lot more fun. Myself personal. That one would have been a lot more fun. I like that, no more clumsy. That's not being clumsy. It was fucking... That's why you don't ever, like, do things in the dark. I was literally grilling at midnight. What do you want out of me? I actually completely forgot about that. The only reason why I vaguely even remembered that was because I could feel like my ankle hurts. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that did actually happen, where I did trip. I'd completely forgotten about that though, because like I said, nothing eventful came of it. So I was like, oh yeah, maintain the status quo. I waited like 20 billion years for that ability to come out, and it never did. Calling me clumsy. Like the goal was to trip and almost burn the shit out of myself. Like, bruh. If you thought I was trying to do that, you are sorely mistaken. It was just unfortunate circumstances. Beep boop. Beep boop. Who we booping? Nobody. Depending on how loud the noise is for you guys, when I draw the bow, it actually makes a beep boop noise. I just realized we're really jingly too. But yeah, when you see the double flash, it flashes once, like one flash, and then it does it twice. It goes beep boop. Listen. See? Beep boop.
Yeah.
Beep boop. So I'm just reminded of it because it goes beep boop. Look, you guys are out here wanting me to put gauze and cream on my thumb thing, and the thing already popped. It popped literally playing Genshin. Like, bruh. Bruh. And we got time for gauze and cream and shit if it's just gonna pop right now. Like the hell? It's like a whole new dynamic that I could just literally like... I could just chunk them down before they get anywhere near me. It's actually pretty funny. Be right back. Again? Again with the BRB? Where's everybody going? Everybody got a hot date but me? Sad.
Yeah.
Bro. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to fight this thing. I just want to carry on with my day. There we go. Beep boop. You're gonna be out for a little bit longer. You know what? You weren't here all stream yesterday, and you didn't once apologize for that. So I'm gonna need this whole, like chain of apology thing to stop. I don't care. I don't care. Don't apologize. No need to apologize. I apologize beforehand. Technically, you didn't. Technically, you didn't. And I'm gonna tell you why technically not. What you told me is you might have plans on Thursday. And if that happens, who knows? But you might have plans. That's how you said it every time. But technically speaking, you did not apologize. Which I was happy about, because I didn't complain. Like you did not phrase it that way, so that's why I was content with it. I was like, very good. We got the apologies part done. So no apologies. Only apologize for being cute little bastards that you guys are. Cute little bastards. And that your mama dresses each and every one of you funny. That's the only thing I expect. I can keep the rest of that lip wiggling to yourself. No! Bye for now. Peace out, dude. Good luck with your shit. Good luck with your stuff and junk. How dare you not instantly die? You have a lot of nerve being alive still. Did I already finish all of them? There's only this one? He's back. Welcome back, Grim. Welcome back, dude. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was attempting the abyss. It was not going well. A conductor's top hat. It has crit damage on it. Unfortunately, the 46% on this is just better. I'm actually in the neighborhood for a new this thing that actually has like slightly better stats on it. And the new this thing in the back. Oh no, this one. I think this one I could actually get attack on. If I could get an attack item on it, it'd be pretty good. Or like a boost to cryo or something. One of those would be pretty premium. No, I don't want to touch the flowers. I think this is the one where she wants me to teleport around and put stuff in Dragon Stand, right? Oh no, I have to head to Dragon Stand to receive a package. Receive, retrieve, whatever. I just love killing this kid's pigeons. Also get chicken from it, so it's the most important part. Poor kid. I need the chicken though. Poor kid, poor meat. He was like, I don't got any of those things. I started getting these ones, which are like the fancier ones. So we should be done with our commissions, right? Yeah. Done with our commissions. I was like, where do we get these? Star Snatch Cliff. fuck is that? Oh, specifically right here. Yeah, I hardly ever come over there. How close are we to the next one? 4? Oh damn, we actually have a lot of Geo Oculus. These are another thing that I'd like to find, the Crimson Agate, so I could get the crown thing there, but I don't have a way of like manufacturing a way to find these. And then obviously you have to use the dandelion. You have to use wind to pop off the dandelion things. Which is a pain in the ass. Yep. Not you, motherfucker. Oh, did I not actually finish my daily commissions? So then I'm missing one. I thought I only did 3, but I didn't see where the other one was. Good old Shong. Sheesh! Where's it? Oh, it is here in Dragon Stand. Which is convenient because I think I need to farm trees in Dragon Stand, so it all works out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I just got the thing from her. I just got to retrieve the package. I didn't finish it. Right. Hi. Time for some grill food. You're grilling? Where we grilling?
Yep. Hey. Yep.
What's the old Grimbo slice grilling? Look at how nice it is to have ice. This thing. Time to grill some food in the game, but I'm not grilling anything. I just went over to look at like what they had in the shop. I might do have to make more food though. I'm getting a little bit low on some things. Yeah, it's funny. You guys always posture check at the the weirdest games. I'm like, my posture couldn't be any better in this game. I'm actually just very laid back and relaxed in this game. So like, my back's all the way up in that thing. Back is solid with my chair. I got some weird posture checks. Winter Wonderland. To be fair, though, Grim doesn't really use his piano phone, so. I don't think it's anything really lost on his part. Like that, I see buttons and I press them. What are you, Shiru? What are you, some kind of Shiru clone? Shiru clone or Shiru clown? I did mention that I don't think I might have or whatever, but did I mention that I did officially put in the order for the additional animated emotes from our good pal Jax? I think I did, but I don't remember offhand. You did? Alright, well yeah. So we got more animated emotes coming in. It sounds like I'm very low on the list though, so it's gonna be like a couple of months or something. At this rate. "10 years tops. Somewhere between now and the day I die." Grim's like, huh. Yeah. That's kind of the problem slash like not the problem, if that makes sense. It's kind of the problem slash not the problem about commissioning somebody who has an open commission thing all the time. Because their commissions are always open. You don't know what they're working on. Right back, won't take long. Alright, dude. Enjoy your BRB break. What kind of emotes are we getting? You know, the good ones. The classics. Things that I feel like a lot of people would use. Or at least a lot of people in my channel would use. I don't know. Some of them I was like, I don't know. I don't know how useful they'll be in other channels. They could be, could not be. Might be in trouble here. Oh yeah, we're definitely in trouble here. Yup. The only reason why we lost that at all is because I couldn't break through that one barrier. I couldn't break through that one barrier. Unlucky. The container and flowers are ruined. No. Let's try that one again. Let's try it again. Again and again and again. I'm actually food up for that one, to be honest. I think we were pretty close. Yeah, I don't actually need a super fancy one. I think we were pretty close. Come on, I gotta hit those. Just break the barrier. Just break the barrier. Don't even worry about it. We got plenty of time. Break the barrier. Or not, because it was like one hit off. Owie. Put the chicken in you. Implant them full of chicken. The divine Chigi, exactly. Got it. And look, it had a crimson gate in it. Easy. Easy clap. Back to wood chopping though. Because we need all this pine for what do we need all this pine for again? Oh yeah, we need it for the other fans that were, or not the other fans, the other what the hell is, like shaders or whatever? The section dividers. Not the other section dividers. Because they're a little bit smaller than the ones that just require the dyes and the fabric. Just a tiny bit smaller, so it's a little bit more convenient to make room, or to make a space in the rooms. This is gonna be birch, isn't it? What's birch doing on my mountain? What a birch. And back. Welcome back, Jude. Are there any non-birch trees? Or is this... Oh, that's because we keep getting, like, closer and closer in. Right. We're getting closer and closer into the, words that are escaping me. To, like, the forested area. Go back that way and grab those ones. A question: socks in bed or no socks in bed? Socks in bed if and only if it's like very cold. Like if you're gonna try to like not have heating, not gonna have central heating, you're just gonna sit there in the cold. I'm gonna have socks on. In fact, I haven't busted them out because I haven't gone into the desert where it's like it gets to be like 0 degrees and we're just in like a metal camper, so it's 0 degrees inside too. But I have some like wool socks that I used to have in bed. Or I guess so technically we're in a sleeping bag inside the camper, but yeah. I have a pair of wool socks. That shit, it gets cold. Trying to sleep in 0 degrees is not fun. So if no cold, no socks in bed, no socks in bed, exactly. Socks are a scam. I need these guys for their cores. I like my socks in bed all the time. I'm always barefoot, so I don't really do socks. I let my doggies breathe. Same thing with like gloves. I'm not a glove or sock person. But if it's cold, then that's completely different. I draw the line at cold. But yeah, I'll be like outside doing yard work, like climbing a tree barefoot. You know, like sawing stuff barefoot. I ran around my block in like summer when like it's like 110 degrees, so the asphalt and like the concrete's like 140 or some shit, and like you have to keep moving your feet because it's just that hot. Like you feel like your feet are actually frying. I ran around my block doing that, and running around my block's like a mile. So I've ran around my block barefoot. There ain't many things that I won't do barefoot.
何か気持ちが晴れるようなことでもしましょうか。具体的にですか？気持ちが晴れやかになるなら何でもいいですよ。今夜は
I'm sorry, your shit got smashed. In fact, there's only like one instance of something, or well, there's only one instance where I actually will put shoes on to do a thing, and that's if I'm moving or like lifting something. Like if I'm moving like a dresser or like a cabinet or like a refrigerator or something heavy, I'll put shoes on. And that's only because, number one, it's a little bit of extra layer of something to protect your feet so that like nothing can like scrape off like skin, or it might help like reduce some of the impact if like something drops on it, so like it stops a fracture or slows down the chance of a fracture or a break or something. And in addition, I think when I was young, I was like spoof story. When I was young, and my brother would always lock me out of our room or whatever, you know, like vice versa, like various things would happen. I was chasing my brother back to our room. It's like on the second story. And, you know, he would obviously get there first because, you know, older brother, you know, taller, you know, longer legs, all that stuff, faster, all whatever. And he was just naturally faster than me and all that good jazz. And he got to the door first, was closing the door, and I got my foot like in the door, kind of. So what ended up happening was he actually just sheared off, like, I'm gonna say 3, 4, maybe all. I don't 100% remember, but he sheared off all the nails on my toe. And yeah. After that, we don't do that anymore. After that, we don't do that anymore. Cause that shit fucking hurt. Did I do this yesterday? I already forgot. No, I see shinies over there. Oh wait, no, it's because I'm not. I forgot. It's because I don't have Ningguang. That's Ningguang's passive. As you can see the mining nodes. Yeah. It's like I most certainly did not do this yesterday. There you go. There's your spoof lore for the day.
Yeah.
When my toes got obliterated. Fun, right? I like that we enjoy spoof lore. I think you're the only one that's saying that. I think Grim's still reeling over the fact that the toes got decimated. The Grim is still reeling. That's just being a kid, though. I got a lot of like various instances where I did some dumb shit stuff. I got messed up for it. That's just being a kid. I had an infection in the inner part of my toes when I was younger. I had pink eye in both eyes as a youngster. I had pink eye so bad that I was like blind for 2 days. Because not only was like it like affecting my vision, but I just had like so much like crust in my eyes. Let's see what's some other fun stuff that has happened. Let's see, I dislocated both knees multiple times. Oh yeah, when I was really young, I'm gonna say like 3 years old or something, like 3 or 4. I got a really, really high fever. Like to the point where I probably should have gone to the doctor because like I probably was getting like severe brain damage because I was literally cooking my brain. Like we're talking high. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think my mom told me that like they started getting overly concerned when it was hitting like 108, 109 degrees Fahrenheit. You could do your own funny you can do your own funny math on that, but for the people that don't know, it's not supposed to be that high. I don't know how to do the funny Celsius conversion and what's considered bad for that temperature or not. But I know you're supposed to be concerned when it starts hitting like 104 or whatever. You're supposed to be like super concerned at that. So I was hitting 108, 109. Which is like premium like brain damage territory. And I remember my dad just getting like all the ice from like the freezer and just dumping it into the bathtub, and I literally just sat in the ice bath for like hours or whatever. And it actually got so bad that I ended up having lockjaw for like a couple hours or whatever. Which was pretty interesting because it started off, and I remember my mom was gonna put like the wooden like tongue depressor in my mouth, and like all of a sudden like I could feel like my jaws started hurting, and then she was putting the tongue depressor in my mouth, and I literally just snapped it in half, and I had the tongue depressor in my mouth for hours. I literally just bit clean through it. I don't know how I didn't fuck up my teeth doing that, but I bit clean through it. And I couldn't open my jaw. Like you would have had to got like a pry bar to like try to open my mouth. To this day, I still have no idea how I did, because it was like my front teeth. And those are like kind of meant for chewing, but you're not supposed to be chewing through like 2 layers of tongue depressant. Because she used 2 of them. Just bit clean through it. Fun times, right? If I didn't get that looked at, I don't even want to think about how high that headache or headache. That's what I got now. I don't want to know how high that could have been. Probably been really bad. I don't really feel that thing lift me up. Luckily, there's an Onimo thing here. Let's see. I think I've had them for so long that they're like not noticeable, but if you've ever seen my face, I have like multiple scars on my face from like various stupid shit. I know one for a fact was when my brother and my cousin were throwing rocks like a wooden beam on like this like swing set we had. We had as kids or whatever. They were throwing rocks and for whatever reason I was just being stubborn or like defiant or whatever, and I was like, no, you're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do shit. And then my cousin's like, no, I'm straight up about to throw this rock. And I don't know how it happened because it literally like donked me right in the nose, like right on the bridge of my nose. So I have like a pretty decent scar there from just like a rock that just like lacerated in my nose. I got one on like the side of my head or like the side of my forehead or whatever. I don't know how any of these didn't make me blind or hit my temple, because if you get hit in the temple you can like die from that. I don't know how any of these didn't kill me, surprisingly, or like blind me. But as a kid, I was sprinting, I guess, and I just careened into a cabinet, like the sharp end of like a little, I don't know what to call it, like a lampstand or something. I bopped my head there, and it like ran down like the entire side of my head, which is funny because like a couple centimeters, you know, millimeters, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'd either be blind or it would have hit my temple and I could have died. And then the other one was just a baseball, because my brother and I were playing catch, and I shit you not, I don't know how, I can only describe it by like I had to have been blind or something, or like something had to have happened, because my brother threw, you know, like I was facing towards the sun and he had the other direction. And I remember we were playing catch, and then just this last throw that he had like a lot of juice in it or whatever, but the sun was setting. The sun was literally setting, and I swear to God, I could not tell where the ball was or where the sun was. So I don't know, like, because if the ball completely like eclipsed the sun or whatever, like that would be one thing, but then you'd be able to see the ball, you know? Like if the ball perfectly covered up the sun, I still think I'd be able to see it. But no, like, it was in just such a perfect place that like I stood there kind of in awe as the ball was coming, because like I can't see this thing at all. And then all I remember is I got hit and then just like blood everywhere. All I remember. That's actually how a lot of things happen when you're like just kind of like awestruck by it. You just don't really remember what happens. You're just like, and blood. Like, and blood. Speaking about old fractured toe, I've fractured my toes a couple times, but just by like dropping stuff on them or like various nonsensical things happening. Fractured my toes. I fractured my back. I cracked my. I cracked my collarbone. They didn't want to call it a fracture, they called it a crack, but I cracked my collarbone. I guess because it's like it didn't completely like break. It was just like a little like wiggly line through it. So I had a little like Like I said, I'm assuming that's a fracture in normal people language, but they're like, oh yeah, you just cracked it. It's fine. I guess because there's like no way to treat that. You just have to like take it easy and wait for it to slowly heal. It was like, I don't think that's a normal phenomena. You just crack your collarbone. But they assured me, they're like, oh, that's fine. When I was slipping inside this kid, just swept out and my head hit on the ice. Happened when I was younger. I don't know why your slip and slide story reminded me of this, but this reminds me of also when we were kids. And obviously we, you know, I'm still in the same house that I grew up in. But obviously we, you know, we have a second story. You know, my room's always been on the second story. It's sort of like where my room's always been. But one of the things we always loved to do was get like the laundry basket or whatever, and then use like the laundry basket to race down the, you know, the stairs. I cannot tell you how many times I went down. Can I tell you how many times I went down that stupid fucking staircase in a laundry basket where I literally like got to the bottom of the stairs and smacked my head straight on the ground. It was like straight on the hard ass ground. And for anybody that's never really just cracked their coconut, and I mean like really just slapped your head on the ground like straight on. There's this old thing on old TVs for anybody that's, you know, of a certain age. You might know what we used to call it the Snow Channel. It was also either called Channel 3 or the channel you had to be on in order to, you know, play your console games. For people way back in the day, you actually had to go to Channel 3 and or this like specific fuzzy imaged picture. Or, you know, it kind of just looked like static. I mean, it's like the static channel, whatever. But I shit you not, the amount of times where I did that and bonked my head, and I'm just sitting there completely blind because you completely like reset your brain. And I was just sitting there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and my eyes were completely open. Like you could feel your eyes were open, and everything just looks like static. It's the weirdest thing. That happened so many times as a kid, bro. I don't even. Honestly, that's just kid shit, though. That's just kid shit. Thinking back on it, I'm like, yeah. The amount of nonsense that I've done, I'm just like, yeah, that's just being a kid. You die or, you know, you don't. Our stairs ended in a wall after a bit of the floor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My first floor, I was like from first floor to second floor, it's like 12 steps up or whatever, and then it hits a corner and then it turns left. So what we would end up doing is, because we fucked up a wall. We eventually like got too big that we would like end up fucking up a wall. Because we would take the basket and then have to like kind of lean sideways to go around the corner. So yeah, we ended up like just constantly crashing into the side of a wall. It pissed off our mom so much. Because every time she'd come home, she's like, "Did that thing get bigger?" And we're like, "I don't know who you are or what you're talking about, but we have never met each other before in our lives." You ever have to look at your mom and blatantly lie, and everybody knows you're blatantly lying? Where it's like, I don't know how that got there, mother. And then she points at it, and then you know it's fucked. Like you can see, you're just like, I have no idea what you are referring to. Everything here looks perfectly normal. Everything gets very formal all of a sudden. To what do I owe this pleasure of speaking with you, parental figure? And then you just know you're like yeah, we're fucked. We're so fucking fucked. You know, I was like, I was like, you know how you know you fucked up as a kid when you started trying to talk eloquently with your parent. That's how you know you fucked up. You're like, yes, mother. I always call my mom just because, like, I know it's like a weird concept, but I always call my parents by their first name just because, like, we have like that kind of bond. They don't care, I don't care. But, you know, like, I'll hit them with like the hey ma, or like hey pa, or hey, mom, dad, or like pop. I'll call my dad pop. I just, you know, you guys never hear me say my dad's name on stream because I just try to keep it like, I try to keep people's names out of things. Oh, I forgot, there's still one more thing we have to do in there. But you know you're in trouble when the difference between talking to your parents is like, hey mom, hey dad, versus like, mother, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, father. As soon as you hit them with mother and father, everyone's like immediately like, oh yeah, okay, what the fuck did you do? What happened? It's like the most telling thing ever as a child. When you go, hey ma, hey, I mean, you guys will hear it on stream all the time. Like, hey yo ma, ma. Sometimes I'm actually talking to my mom. I'll be like, hey yo ma. But when you hit him with the mother, then everyone's like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Who died? Mother. Oh yeah, I remember going to, oh shit, I thought about this. This is something I could never have done as an adult. Alright, hold on. This is, I actually made everybody's day for this one. You know when you bonehead so hard? And it's not actually a bonehead. It's just being a kid. Alright, hold on. You guys, I was like, since we're talking about all the trauma, this actually reminded me of a thing. Hold on. Hold on. I need a paint for this. You know it's good when we have to bring out a paint. Trauma. All right. How do I explain this? All right, so let's just make this like a really big. All right, this just extends this way. All right, so this right here, all this shit right here is a cliff. It's like a really big. Oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't do the setting yet. The setting is, I think, Oahu, Hawaii. I forget which island it was, but it was Hawaii. Our mom took us out to vacation, like on a vacation or whatever, after my mom and dad got on a divorce. So like I was probably like 5 or something. I was young. And there's this like walking trail right here, right? And you know, it starts off normal, like down here, right? Like it's like, you know, like you could like 1, 2, 3 people or whatever could like walk on it. And then as we got higher up, there's like this like watering spring by like a, you know, like there's a water spring, and then all the way at the top is a waterfall. We couldn't get all the way up to the waterfall because all of that part of the trail eroded. But there was like a nice little like pool. I'm gonna say like right here. It's like a nice little pool. Like nobody wanted to get in it or whatever because obviously like we just had like a regular like hiking clothes and whatnot. Nobody actually about swimwear, but there's like a couple of people already chilling in it. But to get to here, there was this little chicken shit ass like eroded section like right here. Like I shit you not, it gets this tiny, and you got to go walk this way. And this section right here, was probably the width of your 2 feet. If you put both of your feet together, that's the width of that. But it opened up more up here, and then you can go this way. But the rest of this was just completely fucking eroded. All this completely washed away from all the water that would just, like, you know, when it rains in Hawaii or whatever, and the water flow just keeps going down this way. All this got ate through. If you peer out this way, from this point, we're like 150, like 200 feet above the ground. Like, they straight up, like, the person that was like walking us through this thing was like, if you fall here, you are probably going to die. And, you know, my mom being my mom didn't want to go over there because obviously, like, my mom doesn't like heights. So then the 3 kids, because we're kids and adventurous, and, you know, we went with our dad, we went hunting, fishing, all that stuff. My dad had like a boat, so like we would go everywhere, do anything, we don't care. It was a little bit of rock climbing, whatever. And I shit you not, we all were going this way, right? Brother goes first, you know, the oldest, the leader. Sister goes next, second oldest. I go up, and everybody stopped paying attention to me because we were just like, oh yeah, we got this, it's good. Right here, right goddamn here, I remember there was like a little rock here. There was a tiny ass chicken shit little rock here. And little 5-6-year-old Timmy Spruce catches that rock, goes over. Luckily, right? I gotta do it in another color because I already did brown for the fucking cliff. Let's do this color. Luckily, right fucking here. Because you wouldn't have known this. But I actually noticed it on the way back after, like, I stopped losing my shit. Up here on the top of the cliff, which was like probably like another like 200 feet, there's a big ass. This thing was huge. This fucker was huge. There's a huge ass tree right here. So right here on this purple, there just happened to be a vine there. That was like the size of like probably my adult forearm now. Literally the size of my adult forearm now. So me being like what, 50, 60 pounds, I'm just I'll even draw a little B in gray. I'm over here like, you know, I'm just hanging off the side by my upper body. And I can still remember it to this day because I wasn't panicked. As like when you're that young, you don't really understand like the gravity of the situation. But I hung there for like a good 15 seconds before I kind of like piped up because I'm still like a shy person, but I was even more shy as a kid. After about 15 seconds of dangling there and kind of realizing like I couldn't pull myself up from here, I was kind of like, help? Help? And then everybody's losing their everybody's losing their shit at this point. My mom's down here, fucking like, oh my god! And then there's like all these other like fucking people here that were like, yeah, we're not going over here. There's all these other people losing their goddamn mind. They're like, oh hell, we gotta help that kid. Luckily, there was like some like older gentleman, like I say older, but obviously, you know, like I was young then, like a 30-40-year-old like dude. You know, I was dangling there for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think I could have held on that long, like now, just because like I weigh more and like I don't have that kind of. I mean, I can hold myself out. I can do pull-ups. I don't think I can hold myself for a full 3 minutes just dangling, because my feet are just hanging off this cliff. Like, there's only a vine here. There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else. I'm just like, help. Luckily, this dude was able to like they did like the human like arm link chain And they're just like, oh yeah, arm link, arm link, arm link. And then this dude literally just grabbed me by like my forearm, just kind of yacked me up and then put me over here. Like he walked me back over, put me over here. But I was just like, I remember that. You guys unlocked a memory. But I was like, there you go. There you go. There you go. Thanks for unlocking that memory for me. They do say that there's a safe margin between knowing what you're doing and accidents happen. I can't tell you how many times I almost fell off of something hiking or hunting or whatever. Especially when you're hunting and you have a shotgun in your hand. And you're trying to climb like a cliff face or something. And all it takes is your shoe not to be on properly. You know, the rock you're grabbing not to be like 100% there. That's all it takes. All it takes is one and you're gone. All it takes is one. There's a safe margin between oh yeah, I got this, I can climb this, and there you go. There you go. I do remember the guy was like, I remember the guy that picked me up like gave me a fist bump too. He was like, man, that's badass. You were hanging there and you didn't say a word. We had to wait for like somebody else to kind of notice anything. While I'm like, no, I said something. It's just like, you don't really know. You know, it's kind of like all the stories where little kids like get into things like that. You hear the stories where kids get into like their parents' firearms or something, and then they accidentally kill themselves or whatever, or they kill like, you know, a sibling. Like, you don't understand what's happening, like, at all. Excuse me. The fuck is this? The fuck is this shit? But you cannot physically grasp what the shit's happening as a child. You just don't have the mental faculties for it. I'm just like, yeah, no, I was like, no, I'm not gonna panic. I didn't feel like I was in trouble. Hanging off the cliff. Help! What the fuck am I gonna do? Panic? Panicing's not gonna fix anything. Panicking never fixes anything. Too many near-death experiences where you're just like, oh, there I go. I'm falling off this thing. Panic is never the answer. There that guy goes. I'm stuck. I can't get up the thing. They're bodying me. Yup. There you go. You guys are welcome. You get some lore. I'm pretty sure everybody has stories like that though. It's just dumb. It's just called, like I said, it's called being young and dumb and a kid. Everybody does that. And if you're gonna tell me you don't, you're a liar. Everybody's got a story similar to that. Well, not that one. That one was a spicy one, but there's a lot of bonehead things you do as a kid, and there's like a lot of just like, you know, there's a lot of ways to fuck up as a kid when you just don't know things. I got multiple stories. I kind of told my story I didn't see anybody's story, to be honest. I was busy in my own world trying to think about my nonsense, to be honest. You guys unlocked all the memories, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. There's that thing. There's that thing. There's that thing. I was in memory lane. Just like 8 or 9 years old getting kicked by a horse. I mean, like full like panic kicked, or like. And then where did the horse hit you? Because like full panic kick is different than just kind of like it, like, you know, just did like a quick little kick. Stomach and ribs. Yeah, that's not that bad for a kid. And not to make light of your thing, just like I wouldn't have been overtly worried. The only like main problem to it would be like if the kick hit you in your upper chest and could have stopped your heart, because like obviously kids are tiny, so that could have been like the biggest concern. Well, it knocked me out. Well, yeah, okay, and then yeah, that's like the biggest concern for like the onlookers, or like, you know, your parent or whatever. But if it just kicked, I was like, kids are resilient, so I'm assuming you didn't break anything, nothing happened, right? I'm thinking about, by the way, this is like a purely logical thing, so like don't crucify me just because I'm thinking logically about it. I took me to the hospital. Oh yeah, of course they want to get you checked, but it's just like kids are super resilient, and you got to figure, as a child, a young, you know, like young kids, you still have like cartilage. It only takes till like you're like mid 20s or whatever before all your bones are actually like fused and like super hard. Like everything is like solidified. And that's the concern for older people. Like once you start getting in your 30s and everything's like solidified, any kind of break or whatever, or any kind of break that happens, you might not have broken that bone as a kid if the same thing happened, just because you still have that like spongy cartilage sections in your bones and whatnot. So it's definitely something interesting to make note of. That's why it's a lot easier to break stuff as adults. And then obviously, you know, like as you get older, your body slows down and all that stuff. Need to remember to drink milk. I mean, technically, like calcium only helps to strengthen your bones, but you have to figure the stronger your bones are, the more your bone is actually bone. So that's like something I always thought was interesting. Like, yeah, your bones will get brittle, but now you're like forced to like have essentially your bones be armor. Because the second your armor breaks, it's like this weird crunchy. Obviously, you guys know how bones work when they break, but you have this like this weird crunchy splintery thing at the end of the day. What's the adventure? Oh, I just ranked up. Right. But yeah, kids are resilient, so like the biggest concern, like I said, for Juge, if I was Juge's parent at that point, it would have just been like, oh yeah, did it stop her heart? If it stopped her heart, she's dead. Like there's like probably nothing to do about that. Like you're just gone. But we just knocked her out, then I'm like, yeah, that's fine. The amount of times that kids just get into stuff and get like flung around or smacked around or whatever is like pretty frequent, just because that's like the nature of, that's like the physiology of children, because they don't know anything, and because, you know, the world is new to them and all that good jazz. Of course they're gonna get like battered and bruised. It's like a guarantee that's gonna happen, because nobody would have made it to adulthood if kids weren't like, you know, sponges essentially. You know how many more people would have just died if kids weren't spongy? tell you, it'd be a massacre. I tells you, it'd be a massacre.
Yeah.
Glazed lily.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me. I do need to get more glizzies for Ningguan. That reminds me. Yeah, there you go. Now you know that you guys are A-okay and perfectly fine. Good story time. Good story time. I probably have more stories. I just don't remember any of them. There's probably 100 billion, million, billion, billion, million, million, billion, billion, million, billion other ways I did some dumb shit as a kid. Just as a young person. That's just a guarantee. That's just a guarantee. But don't worry about it. I only died a little bit. I only died at most like 4 times. Maybe 5. Definitely no more than 6. Oh look, there's my guy.